Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Jenna, and we're going to talk about some stories that's doing well on the page. All right. So let's talk about Alicia Keys, Swizz Beatz, and Lala Anthony. Rumor has it, first of all, I'm learning a lot from you guys too, that Swizz Beatz and Lala Anthony has been having a thing for years. Did not know that. But I'm going to tell you, personally, I kind of lost a little bit of respect for Alicia Keys long time ago. Just because of the backstory of how Alicia Keys got with Swizz Beatz. Hold on, y'all. I got to turn this. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, I got turned off because of the way that they got together. So rumor has it that, of course, Alicia Keys and I think it was Mashonda. Is it Mashonda? Yeah, Mashonda is Swizz Beatz's first wife. Well, I'll say wife before Alicia Keys, because I don't know how many times he's been married. And apparently they were girls. And she came over, Alicia Keys came over their house and was supposed to sing at a birthday party or something. And that was that. Her and Swizz Beatz, I guess, started to date. And so after that, I really didn't have any respect from her. You guys let me know what you guys think about that. They've been happily married for years, I guess. I don't know how long they've been married. I think they got married like in 2009 or something. I don't know. But let's fast forward. Let's talk about Lala, right? Lala is married to Carmelo Anthony, right? Hold on, y'all. And them two are not together anymore because of his infidelity. So what would make a woman want to be in what they would call a poly situation? Isn't that what y'all call it nowadays? There's so many different names. So anyway, she's supposed to be with Swizz Beatz or whatever. And I guess Alicia Keys is like, if you can't beat them, join them. So they're all having a party, if you will. That's what it looks like. So what do you guys think about that? Let me read some of the comments in the actual post. And I hope you all are doing well. I'm pulling it up. Hold on. Okay, so this post got quite a few comments. Thank you for everybody who's been participating. Okay. All right. So, first of all, a lot of people was like, what is a group thing? A group thing is an old saying that you got to look it up, okay, if you don't know. I don't know the age ranges in which who is participating on the page, but group thing is just a group thing. You know, like that old song, it's a groove thing. Hi. All right. So, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, let me say this. Somebody said, I've never understood the obsession with celebrity gossip. Most of this stuff that goes viral doesn't even be sound and important to me. Okay, so the page is called What's the Tea Today? Okay, the T, the 411, the info, whatever. It is a page where we are going to talk about celebrity stuff, share celebrity photos, past and present. I also talk about on my YouTube channel, true crime. I can't talk about it here on this platform. They don't allow it, but you can watch it on my YouTube. I mean, that's just my interest. That's what we do, and a lot of people love it. I mean, it is what it is. You don't know. You don't want to know about my life. My life is dull, dull, dull. Who cares about my life? So we talk about the celebrities, and the celebrities, to be honest, that's how they get paid. That's how they stay relevant. You know, Marilyn Monroe is still one of the most top celebrities that is still talked about, and she's been long gone. Like, once you make a name, your name will actually outlive you. So that's what celebrities are. They're if you're not talking about them, like all of this stuff about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, I mean, do you guys even know about how Kanye, what he came from? I gotta do a whole video about Kanye, because he's doing a darn thing. Okay, let's see. Nothing surprises me in Hollyweird. That's what somebody said. Now, what do they mean by Hollyweird? Let's just talk about it, guys. So when you guys are talking about like marriage and regular life, okay? Let's talk about Nia too. This is all the stuff that's been trending since I've actually been streaming, because I haven't streamed in a few weeks. Celebrities are different when it comes to marriages for them, and this is just my opinion from following celebrities. I think this is just what I was supposed to do in life, and I think you really need to find what you love. Like my husband said a few days ago, if it's fun for you. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's not fun. But then again, it is fun because it's something I look forward to every day when I wake up to see what's going on in celebrity news. Guys, make sure you go into our blog, Celebrity Newsroom. My Lord. What is the site?
Celebrity.
Celebrity. Yeah, so it's TEA. That's a good blog that has a lot of the top celebrity tea, as well as true crime. But when regular people get married, yes, it's to have and to hold, sickness and hell, death do you part. You marry because you genuinely love this person, right? Let me make sure you guys can actually type. This is a new situation, guys. Hold on, okay? I have to make sure all viewers can participate in the chat. Only profiles and pages you know. Follower only. Black. Boom. Okay. Done. All right. I have to learn this because they've changed quite a bit. Okay. So when we regular people get married, like I married when I was 20. How old was I, babe?
23, maybe?
No, I wasn't 23. I was about 22, because we celebrated 19 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 19 plus. Yeah. So anyway, I married because I genuinely loved my husband, okay? And he genuinely loved me. And I'm sure anybody in here who is married, you just married because y'all in love, right? Well, when you get money, okay, it's different. I'm sure y'all seen movies, and you generally get, like, when you get money kind of stops things. You know, it's certain people who just not get married because of their money. They're afraid that someone is marrying them for money. You know, like regular people. Did we get a prenup, babe?
No.
Is there such thing as prenups in the regular world? I mean, literally, I came with a hefty bag. I ain't have nothing, you know, but love and God, that's all you need. But when you are married in the Hollywood situation, they are millionaires. And so they usually get married out of business. You guys type up what you think or you can type if you don't. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying, share with me on, who do you think are business relationships in Hollywood? Okay, I myself think that a lot of these um celebrities, it's business. It could be tax purposes. It could be because they want to have children. I know I followed this guy. I think his name is Gary Owen or whatever. I think he's a comedian, and he just wanted to. A lot of people get married because they want children, because they want to leave something to someone else, and typically you get married to do that. All right, so Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats are having a group thing or whatever with Lala. That's what the word on the street is. And just be technical. Let's just keep it real. They're not together. Like, celebrities are not together all of the time. You come home every morning or come home every night to your spouse. You see your spouse at least 363 days a year. Your spouse may go away for a day or two, but for the most part, you guys are together all of the time. So you always have that skin on skin contact, if you will. You always have that presence that reminds you, yes, you're married. Because marriage is three things. Of course, it's the technical part, the marriage, like the license. Then it's the spiritual aspect. So let me do it in an order of importance. It's the spiritual aspect of it. It's the physical aspect of it. And then it's the technical aspect of it. That's just my opinion. And I'm saying that because I've been married for so long. That's basically, and you don't necessarily get that all together. I remember back in 2000 and when did we get married? 3, I think. The first thing, my husband and I, we went to the courthouse and we got a marriage license, because you have to get a marriage license first. I don't know how it is today, but back then I think our marriage license was, how much was our marriage license, babe? About $20.
About $20.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. How much is a marriage license today? I don't know. Anybody's been married within the last few years? Please tell me. I would love to know. And so it said that we were married. Said we were married before we actually got married, didn't it? I remember going to college to my. Do you remember anything big? Do you remember what we had for dinner last night?
Yes, I do. It was really good.
They don't remember jack unless it's bad. Good stuff kind of like flows through you like water, right?
Sometimes.
Okay, anyway. So anyway, we were married on paper before we even stood in front of the justice of the peace, because we literally didn't have any money. Why did we get married? It had nothing to do with money, because we were both young. Or at least I was young.
I was young too.
Well, you were 25. That's not young.
That's still young.
I was 22, 21. Tender young thing. But anyway, why did we get married?
I think you were 22.
I was 21, dear.
22. We're 3 years apart.
We're 4.
Okay.
Almost. Why did we get married? It wasn't no baby on the way or anything.
Yeah,
it wasn't that type of party. Why did we get married? Because we what?
We genuinely wanted to be with each other.
Nope, that wasn't it. We got married because we wanted to move out of our parents' home.
No.
Yes, we did.
wanted to live right.
You were living with your mother.
We were
I was
already
living
out
with
of
my
our parents'
grandparents. Excuse me? Sorry?
We were already out of our parents'
Oh, no, you weren't. Don't lie.
Yes, we were.
Your mother was still calling you every Friday for rent.
Together.
What?
We were living together.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm saying why do we get married in general? Because of what?
We were already living together.
I'm going out of order, Anna.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we did live together for about a year. We lived in sin.
Yes.
But my point, okay, well, why did you move in with me then?
Well,
Because you wanted to get out your mama's house.
yeah. But I thought you were okay to move in with.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, it's levels to this.
I felt like I would like to move in and live with you. That's what I felt.
Of course. I was giving it up for free.
No, that's not the reason why.
You a lie. I was a tenderoni, didn't know no better. You were getting good dinners, and I was giving you up everything, and you thought, hey, let's just go ahead and get married. Let's just keep it real. He been through some things with some other females. He found me, because women, we are found. We don't find men. That's the problem. That's why a lot of people have problems today. We don't find men. Men find us. He found me, and I was the best thing that he found amongst many, because he had a lot. Okay, he had options. He had options. See, when you're not in a relationship for money, I think you can see clearer. Correct?
Yeah.
I had options too, but no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He was the best thing that came across, like Anita Baker. You're the best thing yet that's ever come across my home, or whatever that darn song. And that's exactly what happened. So we moved in together, and then, of course, a pastor came across our path and said, stop living in sin, and we got married, and we both had a base in what love and marriage is supposed to be, because that's what we supposed to. Really, are people still into that today? Are you still into the home? What is it? The down home values? Is that still out here today? Is anybody out here about down home values? I don't know. I'm kind of scared, because I'm thinking it's not there anymore, So I like to use my little stage here to really allow you guys to know the difference. So let's bring this back into celebrities, okay? Celebrities are all about, it's a business, money, right?
Yes.
And how many celebrities do you know has married or has engaged someone who is not in the business? Now, I'm going to tell you, there are some good old relationships out here in the celebrity world that they have been married for 20 plus years. Let's go down the line. Snoop and his wife, right?
Snoop Dogg.
Okay, Snoop and his wife. I really feel like these are the old school marriages, old school people who actually the woman got with them before they were famous. We're going to say Snoop Dogg. We're going to say Ice Cube. We're going to say LL. Boom. LL Cool J and his wife Simone. Yes. We all know about Kim. Kim can go all night. Kim and Ice Cube. Okay? And then Snoop and forget her name. What is her name? I think her name is... Baby, what is Snoop's wife's name? Look that up for me, baby. Please. Okay. And so that's why all of them have... I don't know about Ice Cube and his wife. I haven't heard anything. But we all know about Snoop. And Snoop has not been faithful, but that woman still sticks by him, because that's just been, I think they went to prom together. You don't see those type of celebrity relationships like that. Maybe the last in my book that could be genuine, that I feel is genuine, is Will and Jada. What you think, babe?
I think so.
I think it was a little mix in there. It might have been more business than not, but I think they are still like a couple who has been able to weather certain things. Infidelity, all kinds of... I'm sorry?
Yes, I found the name.
What's her name? Shantae. Okay? And Shantae is strong for her to be able to stick with her man for all that stuff. But that's how it is in celebrities, Bill. You accept it. This is not... They're never together. You can understand. They may be together maybe a month out of a year, depending on their work. They're never together. So what does that promote? Infidelity. So let's talk about it. We'll talk about the Nia Long and the Ime Udoka, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Let's talk about it. And these waist beads, guys, that I am making are, you can get them at the pinned comment. Okay. You can get them right at the pinned comment. And these are our waist beads. I love them. I've been wearing them quite a bit now. I would say about 5 months. I have 8 pair on, and I have seen a big difference in just everything, guys. I'm not going to get into it, but they really helped me out. And I'm making the tropical kind because the tropical are the big sellers. You guys love tropical, which is awesome. That's great. Although I do have other flavors, guys. I have a whole bunch of flavors, but hey, I'm just thankful that you guys are purchasing them. So thank you for that. But yeah, let's talk about Nia Long. Now, Nia Long has since, they say, have broken it off. Because I actually put a story. We put a story up today about what Marlon Wayans said. Check out that blog. Check out that post, okay, when you guys get a chance in between this video. Not now, but when you're done watching this, go and pull up that story and actually listen to what he said. So you can actually go into the comments, hit the most relevant comment. The most relevant comment is usually the page, and then it goes from there, from the amount of likes somebody gets. That's how it is. So I don't know if you guys know that, but if you go into a post and you hit most relevant, if the page actually types something, it'll be in the most relevant category. Okay, so Marlon basically said, not to give it all away, but he basically said for her to stay with him. Now, I'm going to tell you, old school women would do that. Okay? Old school women would do that. Shoot, new school women do it. Women in general. Like, why would a woman stay with a man, or why would a person stay with someone who has cheated? On social media, people are non-forgiving. Everybody say, "Oh, if you wanna step out, just leave." And it's not that easy to leave. Ain't that right, Biggie?
Exactly.
I'm being real.
Okay.
I'm being real.
Okay, what's the question again?
Why? Okay, it's not as easy as people would think to leave somebody who has cheated on them, or to leave if you feel like you need to cheat. And what would make somebody want to stay? Comfort, children, finances. Comfort, children, finances are the main reason why people would not want to leave. Now, why do people cheat? I got a nice silent room here. It's weird as heck.
Well, ask them why. Do you guys think?
It's a little off to me.
Guys, do you think it's...
I do not understand why nobody is in here typing.
What do you guys think?
I just feel like it's... I'm sorry, I'm having a moment. He's angry at me because I'm having a moment. Yeah. I have all these people in here and no one's saying anything.
I want to ask them. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that it's easy to leave someone? What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you think? Let me know what you guys think about cheating and why someone would not leave. I feel like the people who are so adamant on people should leave are people who are probably not understanding how relationships roll. Now, I'm going to tell you, I take my vows very serious. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, Miss Chelsea. If I had a gift, I'd give it to you. What the gift to you is to say thank you. Okay, somebody is in here. Chelsea, thank you. She said it is not easy. Mm-hmm. I'm afraid because they're like, you can't do this, It's more you can't than you cans on this thing. I don't know what to do to get people to,
Mm-hmm. When they said you can.
All right. When you love somebody, you go through stuff. Yes. Yes. Now, like I said, I take my vows serious. I'm not a celebrity, though. Hello?
No.
Go with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Celebrities have so many temptations. Do they not? They go off, they kiss people on screen, they hang with strangers more than their own spouse, right?
They do.
It's so many temptations here. My husband and I, I'm not going to even lie about it. We worked together these whole 19 years.
Yes, we did.
Okay. I remember I'm a hairstylist. I'm retired because of life. I didn't personally retire. Life retired me. If you get that, you get it. So one day I had answered an ad in Craigslist. This is back when Craigslist was popping and locking. Oh my gosh, Craigslist helped me get a whole bunch of clients. Even though I'm not making anything right now, don't think I don't make them. Look, they right here. But it's tough for me to talk and do this, so I'm gonna try. Anyway, so I answered this thing and said, looking for a hairstylist, looking for this, and I'm like, oh great. I go there, I'm thinking it's a hair salon, and guess what it is? A barber shop with a little room for a hairstylist. So I said, oh, I don't want to be around all these men, because I had to put myself in my husband's shoes and say, well, would I want him in a place with women, a whole bunch of women? The answer would be no. And there's somebody out here is probably saying that I'm insecure, or women who feel that way are insecure. No, if you go to the Bible, it says the flesh is weak. So why put yourself in a situation that would give you temptation? I don't have time to be tempted all day, even though I'm not tempted. But I ain't around no men either, am I? And you ain't around a whole bunch of women. You're around your wife 24/7. Now, I'm going to ask you, because this is usually a women's page. Honey, do you think you can handle being around a whole bunch of Toni Braxtons and Aaliyahs and bless her soul, but she's beautiful when she was here. Halle Berry's and things like that?
With you by my side, yes.
No. That's not what I asked. I asked if I wasn't there, would you be okay with that? Like you wanted to be in the darn apartment business, right? The real estate business.
Yeah, I did.
And I said, oh no, I worked in the real estate business as far as apartments. I said, no, you're not going to work there because there's nothing but women in the office. My husband claims that he is like Superman and he can deny the advances of women. We outnumber you. You do understand that. You're not Neo. You're not Neo. It's no possible way that you can constantly block the nanny. It's nothing. I'm sorry. We're stronger than you. We have so many things as women to tempt you. You would not be able to make it, Big.
I wouldn't.
Ladies, am I wrong? My conversation game alone got you.
I didn't know it was game. I thought it was
game means
yeah.
Skills.
Oh, okay, that's what that means.
My conversation alone got you. Alone.
Yeah. Well,
you was in between 3 and 4 people, and you chose me.
Yes, I did. And not because of your conversation game.
Oh, no, you don't know that. I just told you that 20 years later. You don't know what the heck I was doing when I was talking to you 3 and 4 hours a night.
Oh, yeah, you were talking to me for a long time.
I told you, honey, you can talk to me about anything. I'm listening. I'm a listening ear, honey. That'll get them every time. Oh, if you can get a man to sit there and talk to you. In fact, we talk more before marriage than now. I can't get you to talk now. But that's the point. So my point is, don't put yourself in harm's way. Now, God can cover you. You can ask for his covering. But honey, when you're making millions of dollars,
and
what woman is going to tell you, no, you can't kiss this woman on screen?
Oh, okay. So, all right, let's say that I was making $1 million and I was an actor and I was on screen. Would you be okay with never mind.
I'm listening.
I already know the answer.
Finish your sentence.
Okay. All right, let's say I was a celebrity actor, a famous actor, and I had this scene with a famous actress.
It doesn't matter if she wasn't a famous actress. It's
Or
another woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the script called for me to, just have a kiss on the lip. Just not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
See, you have to understand. It's another brain. Yeah. I'm a regular woman.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I work myself.
Yes.
So in this mindset, heck no.
Okay.
But if I looked outside and I had a Bentley, and I had a mansion, and I had a nest egg in my bank account that was $300 and $400 million, and I didn't have to worry, and I didn't have to make beads. I'm just saying, like, the answer would be I would just have to deal with it because this lifestyle is paying me very well.
Oh.
This is why I was like, money and love, or money sometimes doesn't mix with love, because of course that's stressful. Mm-hmm. That's stressful. Let's think about Pauletta. Pauletta Washington, which is Denzel Washington's wife.
Okay.
She's very mature, but what did they have to go through with all those love scenes he would do? I don't think Denzel did a lot of love scenes though. I
don't think so.
He had one out of time. But that was awkward. And there was a rumor saying that he and Sanaa Lathan were an item or messing around, right?
Yeah.
That's tough. But she's married to Denzel, and I think they have to kind of morph their brains. But they're miserable at the same time. I don't know how to answer that. And be honest. But I can see why they would accept it.
Okay.
Same thing with me. If I was like Halle Berry and I was in Monsters Ball, at the time she was married to Eric Benet, and Billy Bob Thornton was married to someone else too. I think he was married to Angelina Jolie, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And so what happened to those marriages?
They're not together.
Because of that love scene.
Yes. That love scene.
Everybody can't handle that. Remember they said Eric Benet had to walk out of the screen because he couldn't, even though Eric Benet had a whole problem himself. Isn't that something? You men can't take what women do. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be like sponges and accept all of the issues of a man, but a woman do it and y'all can't handle it. Because hers was on screen, supposedly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
His was in real life.
Woo!
But see, that's the thing. Like, real life and acting.
It's the same.
What's the difference? Like, Steve Harvey, he never kissed anyone on screen.
No.
I don't think. I think he made a rule where he just wouldn't do that. Because he thought it would be disrespectful to his wife. And it wasn't Marjorie at the time. It was the first one.
Oh, okay.
Now he don't even act.
Oh, yeah.
He just do what?
He's a host.
He's a host. He don't, because Marjorie probably ain't playing that.
No.
At all. Money or not. Yes, and the thing about it is, one thing about Marjorie, or that mindset, you don't have to bend, if you will, for lack of a better term, to be successful. You don't have to do, you can say, look, I'm not going to do this, this, and this, and still be successful.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You can. You can set your standards.
Yeah. And I don't think that's a lot in Hollywood. I mean, somebody come to you. You know our situation, right? Uh-huh. Somebody come to you and say, if you do this 12-second scene.
Oh, that sounds like a decent proposal.
If you do this 12-second scene, I'm just keeping the celebrity.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yes, uh-huh.
And I'll give you $10 million, and you look in your bank account, you got $300, of which half of that needs to go to a bill. What's gonna happen? You going?
Think twice.
And then Decent Proposal is a good movie with Demi Moore.
Yes, that's a
and
classic.
Woody Harrelson.
Yes.
Is it Harrelson?
Harrison. Woody Harrison.
Okay, what's the other Woody? Everybody get them two mixed up.
I don't know.
It's Harrelson.
It's Harrelson. Wow, that's so close in name.
Yeah, the other Woody is bad. It's two. It's two of them.
Okay.
I want to make sure we saying the right one.
Yeah, so we can credit the movie.
Yeah.
We do know it's Demi Moore?
It's Demi Moore
Demi
and
Moore.
Woody
Okay.
Harrelson, I think it is.
It's Harrelson. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And the other one that you're talking about doesn't even have a H in his last name.
What is his name?
Allen.
Woody Allen. But Harrison and Allen kind of sounds alike to me.
No, okay.
To me. But yeah.
It's Harrelson.
Harrelson, yeah. Okay. But, yeah. But when you are into the Lord and God covers you every day, just know that type of situation is not going to come to you because they already know you're grounded in God. You're covered.
Yes.
It's just certain things I'm just not going to do because God doesn't want me to do it.
Yes.
So I would never be a celebrity because it's too many things that they expect from you.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think that you would do those, kiss a leading person in a role?
But you wouldn't want to kiss anybody because you look at bumps on people's mouths.
I sure do. I do. I look at them all day.
Oh my gosh, we look at pictures all the time, and he can find this little divots in people's mouths and be like, "What's that?" I remember I was in a hair salon. I had a few girls working for me, and this is like, I've been oblivious of life. I was well protected and things like that, so I wasn't aware of a lot of things, and I'm thankful for that. But anyway, I did not see this young lady's lip. Because I don't look at women's lips. That's just not what I do. And I used to get mad at my husband. Because I'm like, why are you looking at these people's mouths? It's like, what's going on? But then I looked. Did she wash my hair?
I think so. She did. She shampooed your hair. At the salon.
And he said, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. I said, oh, I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
So you wouldn't want to be kissing nobody on no screen.
No. No. I'm looking.
This is the life we live in, guys. It's the life you live in. And some of these things are just nasty. Like, I can't imagine sharing you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, where's the old school value? I don't give a darn how much money you got. Like, come on. That's welcoming all kinds of problems and things. But for all we know, all parties already are tainted. So, hey, who cares? You know what I mean? Because if you got like a nice, clean bill of health, BOH, you are not going to want to just, risk that.
I agree.
So those type of lifestyles, in my opinion, says that you don't have a clean BOH.
Oh.
Ain't no way. Like Aretha Franklin say, ain't no way. And if you look back at Aretha Franklin's past and all the things that woman was in when she was young, because that's how it starts.
Yes.
You cannot expose your children to all this stuff when they're young. The brain cannot handle it. Like that Dahmer movie.
You've been talking about that movie.
And we're not laughing at the situation. We're laughing at the fact that they're blaming his childhood and his dad getting roadkill in front of his young son, and it clicked in his brain. Obviously wrong. You have to be careful of what you place your children around. Their brains are too young and too immature to even digest. These children are growing around their parents who are having poly situations. Right? I'm talking about all of them. Like all the kids, even the celebrity kids, they're all over the place because they've seen and they've heard so much. Why do people feel like children's minds are the same as adults? They say the mind doesn't even fully mature until you're 25 years old.
25? Which means
25.
I was young.
No, you were 25.
My mind was not fully mature.
No, I said at 25.
I thought you... Oh.
Well, because you turned 26 that day. Remember when I went over your mom's house and she was like, hey, you was like, well, this is my first, married, I mean, first
No, I wasn't
married.
26.
You were. You turned 26.
I was like 24 then at that time.
What?
Yeah, because we got married at 25.
No. Don't confuse me. I remember it was 26 years old.
Must we do the math?
Okay, you met me in 2002. How old were you in 2002?
Okay, let me pull out my calculator.
And I met you in March of 2002.
Okay. Pull out my calculator.
And I didn't go over there for pizza, that wheat pizza that your mother called herself cooking, which was horrible. I don't mean no harm. It did not taste good.
Okay. Yeah, I was exactly 25.
Right. Right.
Right.
And so you were turning 26 on that day.
Oh, okay.
You can't,
okay.
right now,
All right.
my brain is really good, long-term memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you were like 23.
In 2002?
Yes.
No, I was 21.
Oh, okay. Well, that was 20 years ago. So.
21 when I
okay.
met you.
Oh.
I want to know why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because you were the first person that took me to a club and they carded me, and I was so proud to show my card because I had just turned 21.
Oh, okay.
Right? 2002.
That can't be it.
21. Yeah. I'm not going to give the year in which I was born on this thing. But you write it down and do the math.
You had to be like 22.
I was 21 when I met you.
Okay.
21 going on 22.
I don't know the dates. Okay.
I'm telling you the dates because I will never forget that. That's very important to me.
Okay.
That was a very proud moment.
Oh, okay.
So I don't take that. I remember that. I'll remember that forever.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 21.
Okay.
And then I turned 22 when we first met. And then when we got married, I was 23.
Ah, yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm sorry?
That's what I thought. Okay.
No, I was 22.
I don't know. The dates are not that important. What were we
It
talking
is
about?
important.
What were we talking about?
It is important.
Okay.
And for you to say that dates are not
I'm
important,
talking about as far
it
as...
further tells me why men cheat. Because you really don't care about dates. Dates matter.
They do matter.
Years matter.
Okay.
If someone asks you right now, how long have you been married, and you're saying, I don't know, that tells that person they have a nice little way of getting into your psyche and having you cheat.
Oh.
So that's very disheartening that you don't know the year in which we were married
I do know
and
the
how
year.
old your wife was when you married her.
I do know.
You need to know
I
because
do
it's
know.
very important.
Okay. I do know.
You do know my age, right?
Yeah.
We just celebrated 19
Yes,
years.
yes,
It'll tell you how old I was
Yes,
when you married me,
yes,
which was 22.
Yes, Okay.
22.
Okay.
And you were 25.
Yes. There you go.
Going on 26.
Ah, you always want to add extra age.
It's,
Okay.
it's the truth.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah.
the truth. It's very important to me. Because a lot of people out here who are our age now are still not married.
Okay.
And they're afraid of marriage. They're afraid of marriage because of all these things that they see in celebrity land. Because celebrity land really makes marriage look bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to understand, a lot of celebrities aren't able to spend time with their families. They're always working.
Yeah.
They could be in a completely different state than their family.
Yeah.
I think that makes a difference.
There are some celebrities that actually make it a point. I remember the Obamas. I remember seeing one interview from First Lady Michelle Obama.
Yes.
And she said that she and Barack, which they just celebrated 30 years, she and Barack have date night every week or something.
That's awesome. I think you need that. I think that's important.
Yeah, dates are very important, y'all. Don't let this man saying that it's not important tell you it's not. Yeah, it
I didn't
is.
say it wasn't.
You did.
I did. Okay,
You did.
but I meant as far as right now in this moment.
Oh no, because we even though it seems like we don't have any influence,
Yes,
we do.
Okay.
We have influence on people who are watching.
Okay.
And we have to let them know that marriage do exist, the real deal Holyfield marriage, where you're faithful to each other, truthful to each other, and know the dates in which you were married.
Yes, well, I know the date. I could recall it right now, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because you told me you grew up and your mom y'all didn't celebrate birthdays. And that stood out to me.
Yeah.
Your birthday is very important. I don't care if your birthday falls on the same day as Christmas. Christmas and your birthday are the same, are different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you no. And so you met a woman in me that was taught those values. I was taught that. I was taught that relationships are not 50-50. Relationships are not 50-50. Not all the time. I don't think it's ever.
I don't think
I really honestly feel like if you want to get married and you want to join a union with ladies, that you want to join a union with a man, and you want to join a union with a woman, just understand that that's not going to be 50-50 all the time, if ever.
it's not.
I think that's false advertisement.
Yeah. I don't know where you pick up the idea that it is 50-50. Maybe
Yeah,
because it's two people, but it's not 50-50.
Ladies, men have PMS too.
No, we don't.
They got PMS. And when my husband has his PMS, he wants to argue a little more. I say, honey, I ain't got time for that. That's when that 50-50 comes 60-40, 70-30, and vice versa. Somebody has to diffuse situations.
That is true.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't give you the same energy you giving me when it's negative. Shoot, I can't necessarily give you the same energy when it's positive. Because I've been asking my husband, can he fix me a meal? And he don't want to fix me a meal.
Let's get this straight. You think that an argument is any time that we have a disagreement and
you got that backwards.
In opinions.
You got that backwards.
No.
Because you were mad at me because I didn't agree with you. He didn't want me to go live.
Oh, no. I wasn't
said,
mad at you.
I'm gonna go
you
live.
assumed that I was mad with you. I wasn't mad at you.
Well, not with me, but you were mad at the thing where you felt
I had
like...
a disagreement, that's all.
I mean, I told you that, though. I said I'm not going to agree with you all the time.
Yes,
and it's okay. I still love you. I said that.
Oh,
So why you turning around because we on goddamn camera? Don't do
no,
that.
that's how I felt.
Well, that's not how you were acting.
I'm not that.
That is not how you were acting. You were acting like you were, a little bit, perturbed because I didn't agree with you.
Let the record show I was not angry.
No, I didn't say angry. I said perturbed.
Oh, perturbed. Well, perturbed. Maybe.
You can look up the word. It's a real word.
Okay, let's look up the word perturbed. Perturbed may be an actual, more accurate.
Yeah, I'm trying to teach you, because I'm your partner in life. Everything does not mean anger.
Okay.
That's your only word you know is anger.
Yes.
No. You don't know what anger is. God flooded the whole world. That's anger.
Okay.
Am I flooding anything?
No.
Not today. That story you claim I can't tell it ever. Oh.
Feeling anxious or concerned, unsettled.
There you go.
Okay. Anxious or concerned. I like the latter, concerned.
You don't have to fit the whole thing for it to be perturbed. Okay, so we all know that you were perturbed.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Yes. Shoot. You're human.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people... This is the thing. To wrap this back up with Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Alicia Keys probably thought that Swizz Beatz is going to be different with her. If he cheated, even though the verdict is out on this, because people are saying they weren't together, but they were married. Him and Mashonda, I think her name is. I don't know. But
this could apply to a lot of different situation?
She thought that Swizz Beatz was going to be faithful to her, but he cheated on his wife, allegedly, with Alicia.
So you're saying what makes the woman feel like,
or the man, whoever,
or the man feel like that person is going to be faithful when they cheated on you with, cheated on them with you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So she had one or two options: accept the cheating or leave. She accepted the cheating and then joined in. I guess, I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. I told you when we first got married. I said, if you ever cheated on me, stay over there.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
And I was young, but I knew better.
Lady. Very mature lady.
I knew to tell you that.
Yes, you did.
Because I know you would tell me the same thing.
Oh yes, definitely.
I don't want that. When you are married, you join together. That's not 50-50. That's 100-100. Because it takes two to be faithful. Because the moment that you allow your spouse to go out freely and gallivant with other partners is the day that you all are dirty. Because we have a thing called soul ties. Not soul train, soul ties. So when you go, and this is a technical thing. You guys don't say a word. You're typing too much. I'm serious. It's so quiet in here.
You're listening to us. Yeah.
This is the thing. When a man gets with a woman, it's like a syringe. A syringe can push out and can also bring in. Hello. I'm about to teach these women something. Because these some young girls that their mamas didn't know this. So they say, oh, my man is giving me this and that and all that. I can't say the specifics. You know what I'm talking about. So when your man comes home, he just was with somebody else, or your woman was with someone else, because this goes both ways. You are getting a piece of the last situation that just transpired.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. And so that infects you. It infects you mentally, spiritually, and physically. Now, with that being said, you find out, you accept it because you feel like, oh, I can't get another person. Oh, this is the best thing. All people cheat. Then you become just as guilty because you accept it. Anything you accept, that means you support it and you welcome it. If I had a stronger table and a gavel, I would bang the table. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
The moment in which you accept it,
yes,
you're guilty. I don't feel sorry for you anymore.
Because at that point, you're a willing party of it.
Once a person cheats, they get a taste of that situation. That's it. That's why when I'm on a particular journey when it comes to my diet.
Oh, yeah, you and your diet.
Once I start, like, I haven't had fried chicken in over a year. Once I start something, I get a taste of it. You gotta understand, your palate is clean. It's never been touched before. That part, that taste bud. You taste it, it's great. You want it again. You're gonna be chasing that first taste until you find it, which you never will. And that's why cheating goes for years. It becomes a systemic situation. Systemic means circulating through the whole relationship.
Yeah.
And you would both need to take a sabbatical of life and go away and do this, and that don't even work either. Remember I told you that pastor?
Oh, yeah.
He was cheating on his wife, got the woman pregnant. I just so happened went to the school in which the church opened up. I remember this day like it was yesterday. It was scandal. Thank God no internet was around. I bet this pastor, he was on here, he would know who I was talking about because it was a beautiful story. I mean, it was a very something story. But anyway.
It wasn't beautiful.
So anyway, the woman that he was messing with happened to be the, what is it called? Secretary.
A secretary?
Oh, she would come to work with, looking like,
a secretary?
No. She looked like Morticia. Meaning she had the long weave, because it wasn't her hair. Long weave, black. One day she came to the school and she had like this skirt and she had that real long split. And I remember, no, at school.
Oh, in school. Okay.
And I remember my grandpappy.
Oh.
Y'all don't like that word. I don't care. Grandpappy picked me up and she came out the room. Came out the school. And he said, who's that lady who walked out? Even his old butt saw this woman. He was like, who's that? I said, that's the secretary. And he said, okay.
Yeah, he knew that was trouble.
Because this was the pastor's school. Okay, so legend has it that the pastor's wife found out about her. The wife is the first person, the spouse in general is the first line of contact. You know when your spouse is not right. First of all, it's a different smell. You know, like, if a person comes home and they were, look, and when a person puts back their imaginary hair, that means they about to get deep. There's no hair here.
Oh, yeah.
It's none there. So, basically, when your spouse comes home and they got to go immediately in the shower, what's going on? I'm going to tell you, God is a wonderful God, and he made it where you can't wash it off. You can't wash off that stuff. It's there to imprint you, to mark you for days. Because he knows what he made. He knows we're humans, and we make mistakes, and the flesh is weak. And so he made it where you can't wash off the funk of someone else. Woman knows, a man knows his scent, and they know when you on the outside. So you already know. To say that you didn't know, you know they act different. They talk differently. We were not made to give all to 3 people. It's no possible way. When they start to cheat, they are going to pull back from you. It's no possible way. They're going to give it to the side person. It is what it is. How do I know this? Because it's my gift.
Yeah.
It's my gift. I wasn't married all the time. Was I?
No, you weren't.
He wants to think I was, but I wasn't. I had problems. I had a cheating boyfriend, but he wasn't even a boyfriend. You know what I mean? I was like Nia Long, trying to act like that was my man. That was never my man. He was everybody's man. We all been there, right? So you know the signs. And so with that being said, once you know the signs, go with your gut. Ain't nobody got time for no doctor to tell them that they got some kind of issue going on that could be curable or non. All because you wanted to hush up your darn intuition. And men have it too. Women, we just hone in on it a little more. You don't have to accept that. It's not acceptable. It is dangerous, and it could really take your life if you accept that horribleness called cheating. And you cannot wash it off. You cannot baptize it off. You cannot have a sabbatical, because this pastor I'm talking about, oh, by the way, the wife got there. She knew that he was cheating. She got there, smacked the lady and said, that's my man. Eventually they got divorced, but she didn't get divorced from him without having another baby. Because she thought that maybe, they reconvened and they got, she got pregnant and she had a baby. And this is like a 35-year-old story. This happened to, my God.
Yeah,
but the theme is still there.
Yeah.
Once they cheat, they've had that forbidden apple. I'm going to tell you, like the Adam and Eve, when Eve bit the apple, it was no going back to knowing that they were not nude, if you will. And so once a person has stepped outside the confines of a marriage, okay, because that's what I'm talking about, marriage, a legal marriage, I don't care. Your thoughts are always going to be like, What did they do with that person? It's going to be some type of
It's
insecure.
always-
Insecure means this: not stable. Right? Insecurity. Like people are like, oh, you're insecure. Yeah, okay, insecure. If you break it, well, it just means you're not stable, and so that relationship is very it's rocky. And then when they go out, you're gonna think, oh, they're going somewhere else. You're not gonna trust them. I'm not saying that a relationship cannot survive it, but I think what happens now in what they're pushing now for was it transgressions or infidelity is poly. It's because, like I said, this logic that I'm having, it never goes away. So, like the old saying says, if
That's
you
just
can't
rebranding.
beat them,
Yeah.
join them.
That's just rebranding. That's
Yeah,
all.
but it's
So,
pushing, saying that,
the same
hey,
thing.
accept it, and not only accept
Yeah.
it, join in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, what I'm saying is serious because
Yeah.
that's what is being pressed.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at people who are in poly relationships, first of all, if you're in a poly relationship, why are you mad? If they step out on you.
Right. Exactly.
How does that work? Do you guys like sign a contract? Or you saying no? You can only do this person. Like what? It's like you're trying to make rules in something that's not ruly.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It makes absolutely no sense. If you don't want to be in a marriage, if you don't want to be in a confined relationship, then don't be in
Then
one.
don't be in one.
It's just that simple. I don't care what's going on. So there you go. That's my I think the woman from Mary, one of them. She accepted that cheating man back. She automatically just lost a little bit of cool points. I don't care how many gospel songs you're singing. I don't care how many times you're lifting this man up. He cheated and he broke the covenant. And once you break a covenant in a marriage, it's pretty much done. God doesn't require you to stay in that, does he?
No. No.
Yeah, that's a covenant that's been broke.
Yeah.
So you're doing stuff like Tyler Perry said in one of his things. You're doing more than what God requires at that point. Then you both become, because what's going to happen? You going to want to cheat too.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you start living that lifestyle,
It's both.
yikes. So there you have it. It's not of God. Cheating is not acceptable. Not going to say you can't heal from it, because it really does harm. It harms relationships. Men, what they're teaching us as far as what men need and all that, they're teaching us that men are incapable of being faithful. What do you say about that, Big? It's the truth, isn't it?
I think
People in general. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think we all are capable of great things. And being faithful is one of those things I believe that we are capable of,
Mm-hmm. But through who?
but through God.
Oh, yeah. You gotta give God his due.
Yes.
The only reason why we have sustained this relationship, this marriage, this union, the real union, the only union, I don't
Yes.
care what the world is saying, there's only one union.
Yes.
It's because of God.
Yes.
It's so many opportunities, and I'm humbled on that.
Mm-hmm.
You're no different than any other man, as I am no different than any other woman. I have flesh, I have a mind, I have all kinds of things going through my head, and I have to say no, because I was grounded in God's word. You just don't. It's certain things you just don't do.
Yes.
It says in the Ten Commandments, it's so clear. You get what I'm saying? So I have to say that's God.
Yes.
All credit goes to God.
Yes.
Long-standing marriages do not mean that they had to succumb to the poly life, to the group thing, to the accepting of allowing other flesh within their union. And I think that's what people are thinking, that that's the only way a marriage can survive today, is if you bow down to these worldly ideologies.
Ideologies. Ideas, ideals. Ideology.
You can have a sustaining marriage and be faithful.
Yes.
But you have to be faithful to who first? God. If you're faithful to God first, then all things will fall into line, in alignment. That's just my opinion. And it's the truth.
Yes. Marriage was ordained by God.
Yeah. And so I do feel like we are
God first, not a civil union.
we're the last of the Mohicans.
It's God first, not a civil union. Right?
Yeah.
It was ordained by God first. And then we made laws upon that.
So my point is, when you become a celebrity, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, when money is involved, so are, sometimes devilish things are there as well. I can't deny that, right?
Yes.
At least that's what I have been observing.
You
have to understand, I remember I was watching Unsung from Montel Jordan. We all know
Unsung.
about Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
And he was married the whole time. To his high school sweetheart or whatever. I think they're still together, but he had a lot of infidelities,
Yes, because of his career.
And they was like, because men have it hard, especially male stars. Just like R. Kelly. R. Kelly was married the whole time, but they feel like, if a man says that he is married, it will infringe on his fans, which are usually women.
I know. So basically it's saying put aside your marriage for your career.
That's my point. Put aside marriage for your career, or you can get married, but don't state it. Don't wear your ring. So those things right there automatically put you into harm's way. And so he said later on, and I advise you, if you can look that up, probably that story, because that's been a few years. He said later on he had to kind of like give up. So when people say, well, what happened to so and so, they call them one-hit wonders, they had to sit down and kind of get out of the limelight and just be regular, because they couldn't have their values and have their fame. Values and fame sometimes do not mix. Like India Arie, she's being brought back up because I think she just turned 47 recently, and she was saying that it was a lot of things that they wanted her to do, and she just wasn't willing to do that. And so because she wasn't willing to do that, it did kind of press down her career. And so you have to think like the higher someone goes and the more famous and the more known, notoriety, and even rich, what did they have to do to get there? The Bible says it's easier for a camel to get through an iron needle than a rich man to go to heaven. But the next part is, but anything is possible. And that's what I was saying, through God. You can be successful, you can be known, and still honor God.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What does a man, what is it? To gain everything in the world, to lose your soul. Right? What does a man gain to get everything in the world, but to lose his soul? Right? Can't break somebody's soul, by the way. There's no possible way you can't break a soul. Soul outlives you. It's in flesh. So there's no possible way anybody can break your soul. And so the thing about it is, guys, that's what it's all about. And so when you see people being successful and you see these stories, it's not highly weird. It's just how it goes in real life. Even regular folks like me and you can take a job for the money. And all the while, you're losing yourself. You're losing your happiness. You're losing your family because they're paying you $200,000 and $300,000 a year. So it happens on all kinds of levels. When I was in a hair salon, I was there for hours. Just so happened my husband was there as well. I told you, we've always worked together. And because of that, we, at least we were together, but our marriage was not in sync, because we were always tired. Oh. And we're always tired now because we're always working.
Yes, we are.
And so in our 40s now, remember, we've been together for a while. We're learning how, yes, we do need. His mom keeps worrying us about movie night. It gets on my flipping nerves. And I want to just kind of just like yoke her. But I said that maybe that is God trying to say, please do not let money or let work take away what you guys have.
That's why she says it. That's why she is a messenger of that.
Well, God uses her when he needs to.
Yes, yeah.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
But I give all thanks to God for everything.
Yes, Yes.
But that's what it is. So, they're human beings. They just so happen to have a little more money. You know what I mean? I always use this story. Steve Jobs. One thing about Steve Jobs, he had a lot of money, but he didn't have a lot of time. When he got ill, when that, illness came through and wrecked his body, it was just like he didn't have a dime. So that always, and if you're watching this now, you can look up Steve Jobs' last letter. And it's something you only need to read once. But it's very powerful. I'm not going to read it. You guys read it for yourself. Because I don't want to read it anymore. It was tough, you know. Yeah. But, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about love. It's about family. Money, money is okay. It can get you a house, but it can't get you that peace. Yeah. Peace and joy comes from God. Have you noticed that people with a lot of money, they're not peaceful? I'm like, you're making all this money and you still all over the place? I would be settled. But you can't be settled when you're getting that money because money is the root to what? No, it's what you do with the money, right? Mm-hmm. Isn't that what people are saying? Yeah. Is money the root? No, you need money. You need money in this world. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Money is there to do what it's supposed to do, pay your bills.
Yes. Yeah. It has its place, Bring that out to, it has its place.
We've seen money come and we've seen money go. I've seen someone, who was successful, had a lot of money, and they left out and they had no money because the money that they made helped their family take care of that person. They couldn't take none of it. Can't take none of it with you. You're doing all this work and all this crazy stuff and ruining your final home. It ain't that house you just signed on to, sis. Don't they say your final home?
Oh, yeah.
Your forever home?
Your forever home.
Oh, no. Your forever home is not on earth. F what you heard is what you're hearing. Look up DMX's last video. Oh, it's powerful. But my point is this. Just understand. Put everything into perspective. Money is nothing without the hands behind it. Yeah. Why have a whole bunch of money, but you ain't got nobody to help you when you really need it? Because the money can't do nothing. It's the people who control the money that can help you. That's coming from a personal place. Can't take none of it with you. There's a movie coming out on Netflix called Mr. Hannigan's Phone. It's coming out tomorrow. We're going to watch it. And I'm probably going to review it. Mr. Hannigan's Phone. Oh, okay. This goes along with what I'm talking about as far as money. I saw, you can go and look at the trailer and kind of figure out what it's about. And it looks interesting to me because I like horror and suspense. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch Mr. Hannigan's Phone, and I'm going to review it because I feel like it's going to be deep. Deeper. And I like deep stuff. All right. Oh, we got through this video.
We did.
It was so fun. I thank you guys. And visit us again, guys. Make sure you do so. When you see that little red circle, that means we are live and we in here talking about something great. All right? I'll see you soon.